This is our first attempt at a BNI interview. Scott, tell me who you are.
So I'm Scott Smith, and if you look at my business card, it says I am a motivational listener.
Yes.
And at BNI, what that means is I help you listen to your clients. So I'm the social media guy. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google Plus are the main things that I focus on to help businesses connect with their customers, with their audience, and especially their potential customers.
Okay. How did you get into this?
So the whole reason I got into social media and promoting businesses through social media was I was running a specialty agricultural-based company that focused on soil microbiology. We had a lab, did consulting, sold products, did the lab testing. And I needed to be able to promote the business without spending a lot of marketing dollars. And social media was fairly new as far as that goes at the time in 2010, so not new, but it was still more art than science. And so I just got involved with it, started using those channels to connect to customers and potential customers.
Which is what you hear. Everybody just jumps in and does it. There was no like manual on how to do social media.
Oh, absolutely.
It still is not. There is no manual on social media.
The benefit now is that there are groups out there like Kim Garst of Boom Social and Michael Stelzner at Social Media Examiner. And they actually run more scientific studies where they'll be able to work with like thousands of posts and see what works well and what doesn't work well. So, for example, on Facebook, Kim Garst was running a test because if you look, images, pictures, do better than just text posts. Mm-hmm. So she thought, well, great, I'll just post pictures all the time. But what she found was that the engagement level started to drop if she was just posting pictures. So if she did pictures and then some text and some more text and then a couple of pictures, then she got much better engagement than if it was the same type of content. So right now, video, including live streaming video, is really good for your business, really helps promote your business. If all you did was live streaming video, it probably, based on Kim's work, and this is actual empirical work that they did, your video engagement would then decline. So you want to continue to post text, images, links, and video.
Has to be a combination, well balanced, like everything else in our diet.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Food, finances, exercise.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Just like my mother said, right? Some of everything and not too much of anything.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so anyway.
So tell me who your perfect customer is.
So my perfect customer is, my customers range from just a small like dentist office with just a few people and actually not that many fans, but they just want to have a presence, to a national company doing shipping containers. I like to know what the customer does. So for me, if it's a business that's fairly engaging, that helps because then I can help tell their story, just like with the shipping container business. I can get involved in what's going on. So it really doesn't limit who I can talk to or who would be a good customer for me. It's really somebody that needs to have a social media presence, wants to have a social media presence, but is really good at doing what they do, but not so good necessarily at telling the world what they do.
That's most people. You want to highlight in any way that's appropriate on this well-balanced diet of social
Right.
media,
Yeah.
right? The problem-solving skills of each industry.
Right, yeah. So business owners generally are really good at doing what they do. So they're good plumbers, they're good mortgage brokers, they're good at selling shipping containers and welding them and cutting them and doing all that stuff. But this is like, what story do they tell?
Right.
As we learned in BNI, who do you do business with?
People you know, like, and trust.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And you know, like, and trust people who care about what's important to you.
So that's what you do.
That's what I do. I love it.
So how can people get a hold of you?
when I'm at home, I have very poor cell service. So calling and texting,
Seems ironic you live someplace with poor cell service.
I know. And, you know, so when I'm at home, it can be frustrating if you text and I don't get it. But calling or texting 541-602-6007, that's what happens when you get to choose your own
That's
number.
super cool, by the way. I'm a little jealous.
6007, yeah. And so 541-602-6007 is my cell phone. Call, leave a message. I will get back to you. You can email me, scott@dscottsmith.com. And then I do have a website, which is dscottsmith.co, like the D. Scott Smith Company. So anyway,
Nice.
that's the way it works.
Do people call you D. Scott, or do they just call you Scott?
Most people call me Scott. Some people call me D. Scott, just like Tammy.
Yeah.
Tammy does that.
Yeah.
And I take that as a term of endearment. Some people, I actually have one friend that calls me just D. Forever, since we were in school
It's
together.
on everything, D. Scott.
Yeah, so she calls me just D.
Uh-huh.
And then a very few close friends, people are again more intimate, if you will, call me Scotty.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But
Everybody in BNI is going to call you Scotty now, officially,
Yeah, that
after
works.
today. Yeah.
woo!
Q, we're done.